Hi, everybody. It's me, Brittany. I'm missing you so much. How are you this week? I've been a little under the weather. I got sick. Have you ever gotten sick? Has anybody helped you feel better? I feel better when I'm with Rowan and Michael. They always show me so much kindness and love, and they're lots of fun to play with, too. Well, this week, we're hearing a story about a person who was healed by Jesus. Let's pull out our box and see what the story is. I've got our special wonder box. We've got our Bible storybook. We've got our green cloth because it's ordinary time. I've got our candle. Let's light it. Does anybody remember why we light our candle? Yeah, we light our candle because God is always with us, and the light reminds us of God's love. This week, we're hearing the story about a man with a withered hand. Do you know what the word withered means? Withered means kind of scrunched up. Sometimes our flowers get withered. They shrink down. So the man with the withered hand, we actually don't know what that means, what they meant by that in Bible times. It could mean arthritis. Have you ever heard the word arthritis? It's a condition that makes the joints in your body a little tender and sore, and sometimes they get stuck. They get stiff. That's a word that adults like to use when we talk about our arthritis. So they think maybe his hand was just stiff, stuck with some arthritis, but we may never know. The man with the withered hand was at the synagogue. Do you remember what the synagogue is? Synagogue is a place where Jewish people worship God. So he was there. Let's hear our story. Look at this pretty art. Oh, see, there's a picture of what his hand might have looked like. You see that? Let's read our story. Jesus went to a synagogue, a place where Jewish people worshiped God, to teach people about God's love. It was the Sabbath day, the day of rest. So lots of people were at the synagogue. One of the people there was a man with a hurt hand. The religious leaders wanted to find a reason to get Jesus in trouble. So they watched Jesus very carefully. Would Jesus heal on the day of rest? Jesus knew that the religious leaders were watching him, so he told the man with the hurt hand to stand up in front of all the people. Jesus asked the religious leaders, "Is it against the rules to do good work on the Sabbath day?" Jesus asked the man with the hurt hand to show Jesus his hand. Jesus healed the man's hand. The religious leaders were very angry and began talking to each other about what they should do with Jesus. I wonder, what would you have done in this story if you were Jesus? Would you have healed the man's hurt hand? Or would you have stopped, just like the religious leaders wanted Jesus to do? Jesus wanted to make sure that everybody was included and that nobody was left out. That's one of the reasons why he healed the man's hand. He also wanted people to think, is it okay to help each other even on the day of rest? Some people back in Jesus's time thought that we really had to stick to the rules. One of the rules God gave was to rest on the Sabbath day, to take a break. But what was important? Was it important to take rest, or was it important to help other people? I actually don't think there's one right or wrong answer. And one of the things that I love about Jesus is that he leaves it open for us to think about, to wonder about, and to be curious about. What would you do? I think I probably would help somebody if they needed help, even if it was the Sabbath day. But then there are some days when, or weeks even, when I don't take a rest at all. And that doesn't make me a very kind person. So it's important for us to think about what God would have us do moment by moment. Will you pray with me? Dear God, thank you for stories of Jesus that help us know how to live, full of wonder and curiosity, connected to you so we know what to do. Amen. Bye, everybody. See you soon.